Okay, well, Rezolve AI, that's with a Z, just to not be confused, is the subject of our next conversation. The AI company has been in the headlines after reaching strategic partnerships with tech giants like Google, Alphabet. Joining us now is Daniel Wagner, Chairman, CEO and founder, Rezolve AI. I'm very pleased to say is joining us now. Thank you so much for your time, Daniel. Look, tell us a little bit about what exactly Rezolve AI does.
We're actually a product company. We're trying to solve a problem with AI rather than try to reduce costs in an organization. So we've created a set of tools that really transform the way you engage with digital channels like e-commerce and the like. Right now, those channels are not very effective in converting customers who arrive. And as a result, what we've done is we have really changed the way that you interact with those digital channels by creating a Gen AI interface that's like the world's best salesman. So when you engage with digital channels today, you don't get answers to a lot of questions, and you're not able to navigate through all of the products as well as you might like. And we solve that problem. We think we're kind of leveling up e-commerce, and we think existing e-commerce is end of life.
Okay, so you're almost like a shopping assistant, and you really do target retail and also e-commerce. You've recently launched, just in the last couple of weeks, visual search, which allows customers to actually point their camera towards something, and then it will give you the explanation as to what it is and take you to the catalog. So just explain and walk us through some of the sort of use cases of that.
So look, I mean, everything is about conversational engagement. So if I'm talking to a salesperson in a retail store, then it's very possible that I might say, look, this is the kind of trousers that I want, like the ones I'm wearing or something like that. So in the digital context, you would upload an image, you take a photograph of something that you're wearing or that you have in your closet that you want the store to replicate or to provide something similar. So all we've done here is we've enhanced that conversational engagement to include the visual of images and things that you can upload or take photographs of.
Gotcha. Okay, and as we did tease there, you've got strategic partnerships with Microsoft and Google. Talk us through those.
Well, there's very few products that are in the market today that use AI and have productized them for industry. And so what we've done both with Microsoft and Google is we're working together to sell these solutions, Rezolve solutions, to Microsoft and Google customers. We work with the sales organization in those teams, in those companies, and they are bringing very high quality leads to us that is accelerating our revenue and our growth.
Okay, do you have any examples of such customers, or at least sort of use cases of that?
Well, one of our customers that we announced earlier this year, which is Liverpool, which is a large department store chain in Mexico. That was one in conjunction with Google. We both worked on that deal together, and that's a $10 million a year contract for the company. There are many others that are in various stages of development, but fundamentally our relationship with both companies is at the very highest level. We both have a symbiotic relationship in that when we win a customer through Microsoft, then we host the solution on Azure, their cloud service. And when we win a customer with Google, we host it on Google Cloud. And between the two of them, they reach about 90% of retailers on the planet.
Okay. So just a sort of overview, I mean, you sort of came to people's attention over the last year. You went public via a SPAC. You are a British company, actually. And today you have been in the headlines issuing a statement in response to a short report which does claim your partnerships aren't true and also faking AIR growth. So there's some lengthy allegations, but you have responded to that. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to go through what you've said about that short call.
Yeah, well, that was really just nothing more than a hit piece by short sellers trying to spook investors so they can profit from their own bets. This kind of thing happens, unfortunately, and it's very cynical because real investors who are backing the company are backing our activity and our progress. And these guys just want to make a quick buck. So they put out a piece of research that's fabricated and libelous and full of mistruths. And then the market gets spooked, and then they buy the stock back at a lower price. And the whole thing's a very cynical activity. But I understand this is something that goes on quite often in the markets, and I don't like it, and I don't think it's a good practice, but it's one of those things that come with being a public company, unfortunately.
Okay, and no doubt you will have another chance and an opportunity to address some of those concerns when you do speak to investors and shareholders in a couple of days, because you will actually be reporting earnings. I do see that you are expecting some fairly strong results and accelerated growth momentum. Just talk us what is going to drive that.
We're just seeing great progress in the business, and we will give visibility to that on Wednesday when we announce our half year results. The business is really doing extremely well. We have great products that are very much in need by the customer base. We have great partnerships that give us access to those customers faster than we might otherwise get to them through marketing, advertising, and feet on the street. And in addition, we're acquiring businesses that give us footprints in new markets. So we're really in a land grab at the moment. We think we've got the best solution in the market. We think we're ahead of the game, and we're going to execute on that flawlessly over the next couple of years to mark out our territory as the market leader.
Yeah, just very quickly, another question on that. I mean, you have issued a press release actually on the 17th of September, just a couple of weeks ago, saying that you stand out while others stumble in what is a $375 billion AI scaling race. I'm just wondering if you could give us some examples of, why you believe that you have a competitive edge here.
So we believe that we have solved the problem of hallucinations, which is a very serious problem with language models, and why you don't see many product-specific or industry-specific solutions that don't require oversight. What I mean by that is that a lot of AI solutions that are deployed by business have to have human people overseeing them, because they can't just let them loose because they make mistakes. And in the case of in our products, we are creating we've created a solution that allows retailers to let them run on their e-commerce site and act as their salespeople. You can't have those platforms, those systems making mistakes. Otherwise, they'll be selling products that don't exist, or they'll be selling products that are out of stock. And so we've solved that problem, and that can be applied to other vertical markets like medical, aerospace, engineering. And over time, we might enter those markets. But right now, we're building our position and our moat around retail and commerce. And once we've established that position, we may move, and are likely to move, into other markets with our technology that prevents hallucinations.
Okay, we look forward to seeing you do that. It's all about those use cases right now with artificial intelligence. It's been a fascinating chat. Thank you so much for your time. Daniel Wagner, Chairman, CEO, and founder of Rezolve AI. Good luck with the earnings.